Hey there all you GRRRL travelers, welcome back. Today's video I thought I'd go ahead and share with you some of the comments and feedbacks you all left on my Google survey. I asked you guys to be honest and some of you folks were like brutally honest. Before I get into this week's video, I wanted to go ahead and do a shout out and tell all of you thank you. With the last video that I put out, I appreciate your concern, the comments you guys left. Some of you folks had never commented before. You started sharing your stories with me about how my videos have affected you or your travels, or you know, some of you gained confidence or encouragement through it, and I really... What are you doing? And I really appreciate that. Sorry, that's Tinker's like... now getting back to this video. Back in March, I put out a Google survey asking you for your comments or suggestions or even feedback on my channel. I was gonna do a video on reading your comments. So much stuff happened. With the last video, a viewer asked why don't I put out a survey asking you guys for feedback again, and just kind of like put that survey back out and got a whole bunch of new responses as well to add. Here we go. How often do you travel? A lot of you said that you travel anywhere from 2 to 4 times a year. I'd like to ask you how you do that. What's your normal travel budget? This surprised me because I was expecting I'd get a lot of budget backpackers. The majority of you say that you kind of like, you are budget friendly, but you're willing to splurge where you have to or you want to. Some of you say you work hard, you play hard, and then the next, my parents are paying for it. How do you get notified about my videos? Population of you say you follow me on YouTube. So just a side note, if you're not seeing me in your feed, then I would say go down to the subscribe button, and right next to it there's a little bell icon for notifications. You have to kind of click on that. It's very much like Facebook, where you have to actively follow a person in order to get their content in your feed. If you're not seeing my feed in Facebook, you've not clicked the follow button. And then lastly on Instagram, and Instagram's still growing. I think my Facebook page is probably the most engaged. Instagram is a little more specific. That's something I'm using a lot more these days. It allows me to do kind of like Snapchat videos there, where I can take you inside my daily life as well as kind of give you updates or notify you of when I'm publishing my videos, or you know, if I'm not going to do my videos. I'm trying to remember if I said I was not going to do my video this week. A lot of you who responded to this survey said that you follow me because you like learning about new destinations. Second up is entertainment, and third is because you're trip planning for a country you're interested in. The next majority said that you gain travel confidence and courage to travel alone, and that's my solo travelers, I'm pretty sure. What do you like to see more of? And of course you guys said tips. That's why it's good for me to ask you guys like what kind of tips you want to know about, you know, because then I can figure out if those are videos I'd be interested in sharing with you. You'd like to see more culture shock stories. I love culture shock, I really do. And I hope to put out even more than I have. Because of some of this feedback, I started incorporating a little more prices into my videos, because that's what you guys were saying you wanted more. As well as a lot of you mentioned wanting to see me collaborate with more YouTubers, whether or not you felt like it was something that I should do professionally just so that I could get more followers. Some of you guys have these great intentions, like, oh, you should promote more on here because you have followers there. And like, I'll get some pretty good like PR advice from you guys. I always do incorporate people, or I have been in the past. So, you know, I will interview other people. I will bring local guides in to kind of talk about things. Some of you said that you're actually interested in my non-travel stuff, and I'd like to understand how many of you actually feel that way. This last video I put out on my health scare, a lot of people, it was still favorable to many because you guys saw inside my life and you appreciated the fact that I shared that with you. And then of course I got some stinky reviews, which is kind of like, why are you being such a down, or why are you sharing this kind of stuff, you know, paraphrasing it. But life just happens to me and I record it. At the same time, this is my channel. No one said to keep your eyes open when you watch my videos. Duration for my videos. You said you prefer it under 10 minutes. Before, I used to try and keep it under 4 minutes, and then eventually it got longer and longer and longer. I apologize to those of you who feel like you can't keep up with some of the things that I say because I'm speaking so fast. But I'm usually trying to keep up to a certain time limit. I will say there is usually a written blog and a link down in my description box. What you like least about my videos? I said be honest and let it rip. You guys were the emotional stuff. So basically don't be emotional. I will try very hard not to be. Editing can be a little slow. You see, this is how people are. You lack skills in doing food review and vlog. Thanks very much. Oh, that's right, someone hates the emotional stuff. Thanks very much. You talk too much. If the word tips is included in the title, avoid it. Sometimes too much background noise or you're whispering. Okay, I'm actually really working on that, I promise. Just like what I said in one of my recent solo travel videos about eating by yourself. A lot of people feel self-conscious about eating by themselves and feel like they'd be standing out. Well, when you're holding a camera in front of you, and this could be in a bus, this could be in a crowded restaurant. When I talk to you, my voice gets a little soft because I don't want to attract a lot of attention. And I can see that attention in the back screen while I'm talking. Someone said that I should wear a mic pack on me, or I should mic myself, and I get that. That's something that, you know, people do in professional video and television, and I do actually have a professional mic pack. I don't use it for vlogging. It takes a while to set up, and it takes maintenance. It's extra weight in my bag, on my body. Also, they require batteries. It's not like there's a CVS in every country that I can just run to and pick up 9-volt batteries. For me as a solo traveler, I'm probably carrying the max limit of tech gear in my backpack. It's enough for anyone to rob me and for me to feel like I go blind. Try to be a little more lighthearted. Not saying you need to be a comedian, but there's something about Mark Wiens that relaxes me and makes me smile. I don't get the same experience from your clips. Am I always not lighthearted? I'm like, how much do I need to take you seriously? Mark Wiens is Mark Wiens. He's migrationology. And if you know his personality, that's kind of his clips. I don't know how to be Mark Wiens. And for me, Girl Traveler was never about being like fun, perky, or light. I wish I could be like that perky person. I hate that word perky. There are so many lifestyle travel bloggers out there or Instagrammers out there who will show you how perfectly a vacation look and how exotic it is, and they carry like a huge suitcase of clothes. I carry one travel carry-on and my day pack full of camera equipment. Every one of us has our own style. I'm not here to make it look effortless or like a luxury vacation that anyone can have but very few can actually afford. My video is about how to do it yourself, how to find that confidence in being a solo traveler. It's going through the struggle and coming out and realizing that you fucking did it. And I know there's a comment in here from someone who said they don't like cursing. It's not like I curse a lot, but I actually in real life I curse like a sailor because I'm emotional. I'm all the things that people are just like, you should be a little less of. A lot of these comments I appreciate because it gives me a certain kind of insight of who you are, what you're here for, and what you get out of my channel or what you don't get. I do analyze and figure out what's important for me and whether or not I feel like it matches my style, my personality, and my channel. I want to be proud of the channel that I have. And I won't be proud if I'm being someone else. For a large part of you, you're just like, don't show us any tech or camera stuff. And I know it's saturated these days. A lot of travel bloggers want to do things on travel blogging or on their, camera reviews. It's because a lot of times we get questions from audiences about what cameras we use. Okay, and because we have to use it and rely on it in the field to carry us over, even more so people want to know. But I will be putting out a few more camera reviews because I have like a couple of cameras that I'm using or newly using. Like I have a 360 camera that I've been using for several months now. I think it's relative to travel. It's like almost like a travel product review because it's something that's a little more affordable in the GoPro range. Fun travel topics or travel series you'd like to see me do, list them. Visit more religious and historical sites and make them the focus of your video. America, you want me to travel America more. Philippines, I want to get out to the Philippines, I really, really do. Hawaii, or food challenges, Bali, more hotel and airlines reviews. That's interesting. Someone said they like my mini videos on Instagram and they want to see some of those things a little more expanded. And I agree, some of those things could be more expanded. I actually feel a lot more creative and free in my Instagram stories because I know there's no pressure of me, living there for eternity. Whereas I really have to think about what I put on my channel when I know it's on my YouTube channel because employers could watch my video. And in my last video, one of my employers actually did watch it and left a comment. So thank you for watching. If you have any tips or more suggestions, please leave them down in the comments section below. Again, thank you everyone for being concerned about me and for giving me feedback on this journey of YouTube. And it's time to go because this backyard is gonna get some grooming, and I'm gonna have to throw on some rugged man clothes and help the family back there in the yard.